Hi, good evening. My name is Aaron Guyette. I am the CEO of Innovative Results, and my partner Corey Beasley and I own Innovative Results as well. We have a great team, over 10 trainers and over 200 clients. And basically tonight I just want to talk about how to write goals. But not only how to write them, but how to write them so you achieve them. Because it's one thing to write it, but then it's completely another thing to actually achieve the goal. So what I run into a lot is people say, "Oh, I want to do this," and then they won't even write it down, or "Oh, this is what I need," and then they don't ever really do anything about it. Well, where the rubber meets the road is when you actually write it down, or you do something to hold yourself accountable to the thing that you want. The thing that you want is that point B. It's that challenge. It's that mountaintop. Well, right now we're not at the mountaintop. We're at a point A, right? We're in the present. And the first thing I try to really bring out in people is that they're excited about their present self, that they're positive. I think that's the number one thing going into this. It's more of a mental attitude. Once you have that mental attitude, okay, now let's find that point B. Great. Okay, now that we have that point B, this is what's going to take you from that point A to that point B. So in the blog that I wrote about how to write goals and then accomplish them, writing goals is one thing, achieving them is another. I talked about a past experience when I was really little. We had dirt clod wars, right? It goes into, well, how do you set up the goal? The goal for that day was to win the dirt clod war, but let's talk about something in the present and that's even more important. Maybe it's I don't know. For me, it's being successful in business. It's making sure that I can bring value to that client. Well, how do I specifically write that goal out? Well, there's a step, and it's the smart way. And this was actually taught to me by a guy named Brett Bauman, and I met him through my partner Corey Beasley. The SMART goal is there's 5 things that we want to hit. One is be specific with your goal, measurable. How do you measure that? And then A, achieved. So basically you want to say it as if you've already achieved it. And then they have to be realistic. R is for realistic. They got to be realistic. You can't say I want to lose 20 pounds in 2 days. And then T is for time-based. Make sure you set a time. So I said 2 days, that's great. But let's say 20 pounds in 6 months or 20 pounds in 4 months if you're really trying to go after. Then we got to move on to, you have to use highly motivational and emotional reasons to succeed. Emotional is the key. That's your motivation. So I want to lose the weight because I was made fun of constantly through high school. I want to succeed in business because I really want to help people. That is in the root of my being. That is in my heart. I just really want to help people. So I want to bring value to them. That's a great emotion, right? You can go off of happy. You can even use things like sad and stuff like that, but I would prefer staying on the positive realm of things, right? That's my whole love, happiness, and abundance. Sometimes a negative is a great motivator. I know in the Marine Corps, it was definitely a great motivator for me. Obviously, not in the Marine Corps anymore. I got really long hair. I'm growing out my hair for locks for love. But in the Marine Corps, I mean, it was either you do it or the drill instructor is in your face and up your you-know-what. Going from that, now you have a good emotional reason, good motivation, right? You have to kill your old habits. Kill your old bad habits. Not all your old habits, obviously. If an old habit is brushing your teeth, let's keep brushing your teeth because I don't want to smell your stinky breath. But if your old habit is also eating a whole pizza, a whole large, let's cut that out, right? But not only do you have to kill your old habits, you have to create new ones too, right? If you're not creating a new habit to take away from the old habit or move you in a positive direction, you might be a little more likely to slide back into that bad habit because you don't have anything to take its place. unless you can totally remove it from your mind miraculously. Now, that's happened to me only a few times. What usually ends up happening is that I have to remove an old habit, but then I have to replace it immediately with something new that my neurological process can go to. Because what we have is a neurological process. And so maybe it starts out as like this pin, right? And it's, I eat pizza, and I eat pizza, and I eat pizza every night, and I eat pizza every night. And then before you know it, it's like your whole arm. I eat pizza every night, I eat pizza every night, I eat pizza every night. Well, we don't want that. What we want is that arm to atrophy back to that pin and maybe even totally either break apart, right? Or just remove itself. So what we can do is we can create a new pin, right? A new neurological process that it goes through. So instead of eating a horrible pizza every night, I munch on veggies. Great, that's awesome. Munch on veggies, munch on veggies, munch on veggies. Boom, before you know it, you're munching on veggies, boom, and then you got this big munching on veggies neurological process, right? Because it's going down those neurological pathways. And things that it's changing is your subconscious, which is changing your reticular activator. And so you're seeing veggies all the time, and you're not seeing the pizza places, and you're not seeing the pizza. So we're creating the new habits, and then you have to start now. Start right now. Take some time and actually write out your SMART goal. So go and look at the blog and write out your SMART goal. So while you are looking up the blog, you can listen to what I'm saying, right? So here's something that Corey sent me, and he wanted to make sure that everybody understood this. So all your goals should be written in the SMART method, right? Specific, measurable, as if, achieved now, realistic, and time-based, right? Or timed. But what he suggests and what Brett suggests is that you do a goal that you can hit for sure, and then if you stretched it, what would be the next best thing? So 20 pounds, and then maybe 25 pounds, and then if you were extraordinary, you did everything perfectly, you would lose 30 pounds, right? Or do this third level of goal. Best to just start with one. The action items are basically your old bad habits turned into new good habits. That's going to be your daily action items in order to accomplish that 1 week and then that 1 month goal. Again, look at the blog. It's broken down there. Yeah, and then it breaks it down. And then at the bottom, if you get good at this and you got this down and you want something to help keep pushing you so you get more efficient and you can see the goals better, then there's some links at the bottom of that blog. I think there's 5 links. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 links at the bottom of that blog that break it down in other facets and other ways. But don't go to that before you get this down. It's important to get this down first, and then you can go into pivot drum, right? Which is how you totally make your mental environment and your physical environment so you can succeed at that goal. Warrior on Success program. So how a warrior would break down his success program or her success program. Orange County Personal Training's resolution solution, right? And it talks about New Year's stuff, and it's all about New Year's and weight loss and things like that for the big resolutions for the new year. But it breaks it down really well. And then there's a story about War to Wellness, which is a story that Rita Wilds wrote about me, and it was in Miss Fitness magazine. And it's basically how I went from poopy, crappy, bad decision-making guy to super successful personal training, nutrition coaching business guy, right? And now I get to bring that to you. And then I have a funny little video on my secret to success. And if you want to know the secret, watch the video. Don't forget to go to innovative-results.com and get the free nutrition guide. It's free and it is incredible. If you're trying to lose weight, if you're trying to gain weight, if you're trying to feel healthy, that is 90% of it, or at least 75% of it, if not 90% of it. All right, have a great day. This is Aaron Guyette with Innovative Results saying good luck. Now, you don't need luck. Write it and achieve it today.